Well, good morning, and today I'd like to read a verse from John 11, verse 32 and to 35. Then when Mary came where Jesus was and saw him, she fell down at his feet, saying to him, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died." Therefore, when Jesus saw her weeping, and the Jews who came with her weeping, he groaned in the spirit and was troubled. Jesus wept. The greatest pain and suffering is actually the loss of hope. Mary briefly lost her hope, her trust that Jesus was in command of her circumstances. This did not hinder the outcome, but it did plunge her into unnecessary grief. And also, I suppose, not only that, but the pain of despair. Mary had convinced herself that Jesus would heal Lazarus, and her world fell apart when he died. Mary found it hard to relate to this marvelous, all-powerful Savior now that things had gone wrong. How do you reconcile those two things? He's all-powerful and things have gone wrong. So what's the answer? Such moments are, of course, dangerous. And in times of affliction, we will be tempted to believe that God has forsaken us or stopped answering our prayers, or worst of all, he may be punishing us for some unknown reason. We may feel so alienated, we even begin to think of God as our adversary, our enemy. We may also begin to blame ourselves that we didn't pray enough or have enough faith. Perhaps we're not holy enough. Mary was the one who had spent hours sitting at the feet of Jesus, and she should have known better when the crisis came. The same applies to us. When things take an unexpected turn for the worse, we must simply carry on believing and trusting. It is a choice we must make based on his abiding faithfulness. He's always been faithful, so he will always be faithful. He has always dealt faithfully with us in all our lives. It's also rooted in his word, with numerous promises and examples for us to consider. Jesus had no condemnation for Mary. He identified with her infinite sorrow and bewilderment. He didn't weep for Lazarus, since he knew that within a few moments he would be raised to life. He wept for the deep sense of lostness that can engulf us if we stop trusting. God is not punishing us. He is not our enemy. He's not our adversary. And he cannot leave us or forsake us. The answer is to boldly proclaim our trust. The fog will one day lift, and then we will understand his perfect master plan. He is in control. God bless you.